All right, welcome back. Here we are. We are at the end of the day here. We had a long day, so we're just going to do a little flight here to unwind. So we are episode 28, day number 30. We did one this morning, and we do have some changes. So we got some updates. But first, we need to set our flight plan here. So we're going to bring up a couple of things here. All right, here's our flight planner. We are flying out of KHQ, and we are going to I-75. So we're going to set that as our destination. This was that Wahoo, Nebraska, I think. Yeah, Nebraska. We're going to be flying out of runway number 2. Hopefully they put us on that. And we're going to be landing. So this is about a 4,000 foot runway. Small little municipal airport. Doesn't really matter which one, so we're just going to pick number 36 here. 2,500 is good for our target altitude. So we will select export. We're just going to pick runway number 2, and then we'll save that. We can move that out of the way. All right, so now one of the updates. Actually, I'll hold off on that. So runway number 36. We'll go number 2. And yeah, we'll get that thing going.
Welcome back, Captain. It looks like the weather is perfect for flying.
Can I look how the engine is running?
Start your engine.
All right, I'm gonna have to back out. I never accepted the job. That's all right. All right, we'll be there in 1 second. Just gotta load, and then we'll quit, accept the job, and then go back in. Take 2 seconds. Less than 30 seconds, so bear with me here for a moment. All right, now we got the job. So now we can load that flight plan. Now we're going.
Hello, pilot. Let's see what's on the books for you today.
All right, so I appreciate you tuning in.
Dispatch. The concierge has rounded up the VIPs, and we are all set to board. Transporter from dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by.
All right, we'll get the passengers loaded here.
Transporter from dispatch. All passengers on board. You can ask for the clearance to take off.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
All right, we will. Nice. We are facing the right direction, so that is a plus. And we're looking at 2,500 feet. All right, we are good to go here. So we are going to release our parking brake, put our yoke back on, go 100% here, and we'll get some updates going once we level everything out. I think we're going south.
Kilo Alpha Hotel Quebec traffic tower Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha taking off runway 2 south departure.
Pilot, have a smooth flight, if you know what I mean.
I do. Alright, we're in FMS, FLC. We are good to go there.
Approach tower Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha is type tower TBM 92 miles northeast of Kilo Alpha Hotel Quebec 2,400 feet. Request flight following.
Tower Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha approach. Squawk 6006.
Squawk 6006 Dover Golf Sierra Alpha.
Tower Golf Sierra Alpha radar contact 3 miles northeast of Kilo Alpha Hotel, Quebec 2,400 feet. Altimeter 30.25.
Roger Dover Golf Sierra Alpha.
All right, so excuse me, I was just taking a drink. All right, so a couple of updates here. One, although this plane may look the same, what we did in NeoFly was so this morning we had like $5 million in cash. I think it was like 5.8 or something like that. We turned in the rental plane and we bought our own TBM 930. So this is our own plane. We own it. We paid $2.8 million for it. It does need a few repairs. Specifically on the engine, it's only 59%. So we'll get that thing repaired up over time and get going here. But this is our first flight with the 930 that we actually own. So that was a big one. So we don't have to pay rental fees anymore. So we actually own 2 planes now. So we own the Cessna 172 that we actually don't have a pilot for. It's sitting in the hangar. And that's a Class A plane, and this is a Class C. And then we're renting these 2 out. So that was a big update. Let's see what else we got. All right. So so we landed in Nebraska, and we're just gonna do a short little trip over here to Iowa. Just had a long day at work, looking to relax a little bit, and as far as the updates on the AI pilots, we got Hurricane and we got Snoop, and they both have their flight attendants. They're doing their thing. Snoop is earning the most money. She outranks Hurricane and is flying the Cessna CJ4, doing some VIP missions. Our pilot, yeah, same thing. Big update here that we turned in the rental and we now own the TBM 930. I've been enjoying flying it, so I figured we had the cash, and so we, dumped a little money into it. And, we're still headed towards New York City. I will bring up NeoFly over here real quick. So, was it the log? Yeah, it was the log. So,
Sierra Alpha traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 6,200 feet Cessna CJ4.
so our flights here, we basically started in Florida, did a few trips there, went up to Kansas, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, scooted up California, and we kind of like hung out in British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, Montana, somehow bypassed Idaho, and then we decided we're going to start flying to New York City. So we've been accepting jobs along the way here. I don't know why there's gaps. I did go across those. The only jumps that I had was to get certified in different planes, but I always flew myself back. So yeah, so we're currently let's see, I thought we were in Nebraska. Yeah, down here. Then we went to Minnesota. Now we're going to Idaho or Iowa, and we're going to try to hit some of the big cities if we can on our way to New York, and kind of hang out up in the Northeast for a little bit. So that's our goal with NeoFly. And scoot that over. I think ATC try talking, maybe not. Oh, I gotta report traffic in sight.
Tower Golf Sierra Alpha traffic in sight.
So it's a nice little populated city here. Kind of curious where we are. Yeah, we're still in Nebraska. We just passed over Oakdale. Trying to figure out the... this is Omaha, Nebraska. So this is a decent city. And that is the Missouri River right here. There is some bush talks, but we can't load that up. Not on the NeoFly. I think we got to change our password in order to do that. So
Approach Tower Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 2,400 feet.
Tower Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, approach altimeter 30.25 radar contact, continue.
alright, our altimeter is still 30.25.
Tower Golf Sierra Alpha cancel flight following.
Oh no, did not want to do that.
Tower Golf Sierra Alpha, approach cancellation received. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Approach Cessna November 62838.
Sierra Alpha.
Approach Cessna November 79er Yankee. Use type Cessna Skyhawk 4 miles northeast of 8, November Echo, to 1,600 feet. Request flight following. Cessna November 79er Yankee, approach. Squawk 1441. Cessna Tree 8 Quebec, have the traffic. Squawk 1441, Cessna 79er Yankee. Cleared through Charlie airspace, Cessna 8 Tree 8. Cessna 79er Yankee radar contact 3 miles northeast of 8, November Echo to 1,800 feet. Altimeter 30.22. Roger, Cessna 79er Yankee.
All right, I'm like zoning out over here. That's how tired I am. All right, so we are coming up to Elliott. I do believe we crossed over the border. Yeah, we are in Iowa. We're gonna be not much going on here, so coming up over here. That is Elliott. We're gonna pass Grant. We're gonna pass State Road 71, 148. Coming up by Quincy. All nothing too spectacular. I think the biggest thing would be Creston. And and then we're going to be making a hard left once we cross over Interstate 35. Just past Murray. That's pretty much it. Kind of a boring flight, I guess, but relaxing nonetheless. I hope everybody's enjoying their day here. We move pretty hard at work, so we're sort of mentally drained. Alright, let's see. What do we got going on? 59 nautical miles to go here. Oh, and I guess the other thing, so besides our NeoFly career, yeah, so besides our NeoFly career that we got going on here, we got some homemade bush trips. We completed the in-game Yosemite one a little while back. And then we did, what did we do? A Tokyo. Let's see, bush trips. Yeah, so we did the Yosemite one back in September, October of this year. And then we did, we created our own, and we flew from Tokyo to Sapporo over in Japan. And then we did that was 10 legs. Then we did quick two-legger right after that, that same day. And we did the Florida Keys. And then we're currently doing the Hawaii trip.
Minneapolis Center, Dahmer Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, 2,400 feet. Dahmer Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha.
We'll lower the comm a little bit. We're just looking for a little quiet, relaxing flight. Yeah, so this is at Creston, and that's Summit Lake, and McKinley Park is right here. We just passed over a super Walmart right there. All right, and we are pretty much come to an end on this flight. So we are going to be landing over at what is the name of the town? Osceola, Iowa, we're in the Municipal airport. It's let's see. Turn off the following thing. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. We are actually getting pretty close. We're only 11 minutes away. So a little under 4,000 feet, and nice little smooth landing there. Runway sits at 1,112 feet above sea level. So we're gonna go in preparation here. One. We're gonna get some drinks served real quick. We're gonna turn on our landing lights. Whoa, very jerky with the mouse there. We're gonna do that. We're gonna acknowledge the handoff. Our speed is dropping. Once we hit that white arc around 122, we'll lower our gear, extend our flaps to 10%. Wind looks like it's going to be a cross breeze from left to right on the runway, 13 knots. I got up here anyway. It's usually a little lower on the ground. So we're going to all right, they have a comm there, so we said runway 36. We'll check the weather over there. Alright, we got landing gear down, flaps at 10 degrees. We're sitting pretty good. We're going to drop our elevation down to 1700. All right. Man, I am exhausted. Sorry for not talking as much as I normally do. But we were just looking for a nice relaxing flight. Figured I'd throw it up there for you guys as we make our way. How close are we to Chicago now? We're inching our way there. Maybe we'll be able to catch a flight over there. It would be a nice change for sure. Alright, we are... That was Camille finishing her serving her drinks in our NeoFly career. Alright, so as we get ready for our first landing in the 930 that we own, but if we look at the flight log here, so we flew this thing 16 times. This is our 17th time flying a plane. So the first 16 we were in the rental, and then we turned that in and bought one of our very own. Alright, we got runway in sight. We'll go ahead and call final.
India 7 flight traffic Denver Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha is on final runway 36 to land.
Alright, let's see if we can have a nice smooth landing. Definitely the one thing that I like about this plane is that reverse thrust that it has. We can stop pretty quick. I did not look at the runway in advance to see where parking was, so we will have to figure that out once we land.
Kilo Charlie Sierra Quebec traffic Cessna November train 675 uniform taking off runway tree for departure to the south.
Yeah, we do have that little bit of a cross breeze. I'm showing 10 knots on the screen. Coming in super low. Oh boy. Don't want to stall it. Try to make a super soft landing. Alright, that was a first. Alright, we're doing good though.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing.
There you
Go to
go.
the parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch. Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Alright, it wasn't my greatest landing, but it worked. We took our VIP passengers without harm. So we'll go ahead. Yeah, definitely a small little parking area here. Not even much room to spin around. Yeah, trying to spin around. I was trying not to come to a complete stop there. Because the guy is like right there. I don't want to run him over. Alright, we're just going to call that good enough. Alright, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. The love and support that I've seen on the channel so far has been phenomenal.
Transporter, you can open the doors and begin the disembarkation. Transporter, all the passengers have disembarked. Good job. See you
Alright,
soon.
I am kind of curious what that landing was.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that was 109. That was a super soft landing, but felt a little uncontrolled. But that could be because our engine's only 59% at the moment. I don't know. I'll call it that. We'll see. But appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you in the morning.